Folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, hanging out on the set of Sportsbook Radio. And we remind you, our pals at oddsworthbetting.com have you covered. Featured pick of the day is available right below this video. And this Thursday, there's actually a lot on the plate. We're gearing up for the NASCAR event of the year, the Daytona 500 on Sunday. Future odds, matchups. You've got the twin duels. Golf's a big deal this week. It's the final event in California before it moves to the Florida swing, the Northern Trust Open at Riviera Country Club in Los Angeles. And believe me, they bet golf so much more now with matchups for the tournament and then individual round matchups, second, third, fourth round matchups as the tournament progresses. It's amazing. Soccer, they bet big now. Sports on the periphery. If it's on the board, the players are willing to step up to the window and take a swing for the fences. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, but the meat and potatoes continues to soldier on. Again, featured pick of the day, odds worth betting is available below this video. And on Thursday, lots of college basketball. Start with the top 25 teams. Number 3, Gonzaga, again, on the road at Pacific. And I just look at this Gonzaga team. They're so good. It's just, for me, they play the tough schedule early in the year. Then they get into conference play. And then all of a sudden they got to step up that level of competition at the end of the year. And I think it really hurts them when push comes to shove when the NCAA tournament gets here. USC is at Arizona. Arizona, solid top 10 team all year long. Utah making a kick into the top 10 now at number 9. They were kind of hovering at the 11 spot all year long. They're on the road at Oregon State. And all of a sudden, you go to little barns like that and you become the hunted. Never an easy spot there. Nebraska goes on the road to Maryland very quietly. He's having a good year, number 16 in the country. SMU continues to eke their way up the ladder. Number 21 in the country hosts Temple. A-10 matchup, St. Joe's is at Dayton. Big boy basketball here from a rivalry and a passion perspective. Purdue having a very nice season on the road at Indiana. That's one of the games of the night on Thursday in college basketball. Rutgers is at Iowa. UConn at Memphis, and one of the late games sends San Diego to BYU. So pretty busy schedule in college basketball on a Thursday night. The NBA back in action. Just 2 games before we get to 13 games on Friday, highlighted by Toronto and Atlanta after the All-Star break. Pretty wild matchup there in the East. On Thursday night, Dallas is at Oklahoma City. No word yet whether Kevin Durant will talk to the media after the game. What's gotten into this guy? Getting a little stone in his shoe of late. But that's a good matchup, Dallas and Oklahoma City. And then San Antonio and the Clippers. Clippers have been scoring points. They've been giving up a ton of points. And that's a pretty good test against the Spurs on a Thursday night. So we'll be watching that one pretty closely. National Hockey League, there are 7 games on the docket. Again, trade deadline March 2nd. Going to start seeing some big deals starting to crop up. Buffalo is at Philadelphia. These 2 teams just recently played. It was a 2-1 win for the Flyers in Buffalo last week. Nashville at the Islanders. 2 teams that are usually, lower tier have made a big jump up this year, having very nice seasons. That's a good matchup. Vancouver at the Rangers. Again, the Rangers scoring goals in bunches now with Lundqvist on the shelf. So kind of showing a little chameleon to them there that they can adapt to whatever the scenario is. Maybe the Rangers quietly in that wide open East, they could be the player again coming out of the East. Although I think Pittsburgh maybe, if Fleury gives them good goaltending, seems like Pittsburgh has a pretty good stride going right now. They take on Columbus, who's been scoring goals and giving up goals. Winnipeg is at Washington. Winnipeg's been getting contributions from Tyler Myers that made that big deal, sent Evander Kane to Buffalo, and early on, Myers has paid dividends for the Jets. Florida's at Montreal, and a pretty good late game. San Jose is at Dallas. So it's a very busy Thursday. Lots of opportunities on the wagering board. And oddsworthbetting.com, the guys doing their work, cherry picking the best spots for you. Check it out, the feature pick of the day, oddsworthbetting.com. It's available to you right below this video. All right, we're closing in on a busy weekend. Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, back with you in this space again tomorrow. Good luck on Thursday.